Right then, hopefully this is going well. I'm really hoping I don't get some technical difficulties like I did yesterday, last night. As you may be able to see though, I do have a bit more of a custom scene here going on. Just wanted to kind of test these out and do a bit of tomfoolery. So we've got this one that'll always be rambling because it's what I'm best at, which I think can apply to various situations. And if I were to do another somewhat intoxicated stream again, I'll probably use that one every time I need to get a drink. And a bit more glitchy, and I like that one quite a bit. But for now, we're going to keep that on the always be rambling while I make sure that this is set up and ready. So, yeah, hopefully it's it'll serve as a bit of a decent replacement for my ramshackle bullshit that I was doing last time, which should be nice, I suppose. Especially, since it was just making sure that the audio on these is not blowing everybody's feckin' ears out. But it should be nice not having to flick between tabs and what have you, just to you know get everything working and make sure everything's doing its thing. And where the fuck, what is going on? How have I managed to move this far? I mean, you can't see it yet for good reason. I don't want this to crash like it did yesterday. Um, and then not be able to do anything. So I'm just loading everything up. We're doing a bit more blade and sorcery, as you can see from the title. Um, Again, once I've loaded in and everything's fine and I know it's all working, I'll change it from the always be rambling screen. I've still got my Christmas hat on in this game, which is kind of funny. I didn't know exactly, how long that'd be in the game. I do apologise if I'm a bit stuffy, if I'm a bit, bunged up. By the looks, I think everything is. My hands are doing weird things. So, same kind of format as last time. I'm just kind of having a bit of fun, testing some things out. I will be, at some stage, maybe doing a proper kind of run through of this. But for now, we're just having a bit of fun. We're kind of getting people getting myself used to playing this on stream and VR in general. Because I've done the previous one with the Vader Immortal Saber Dojo. Um, I might play through that as well if there's any interest. Obviously, if my good friend Mr. Smith, that's going to be a running joke now on stream. If my good friend Mr. Smith would want to let me know if that would be a decent idea, seeing a playthrough of Vader Immortal. I don't know if he's even awake or watching this. Who knows? But yeah, no. Figured I might as well, considering, normally I've got plans to see family on Sundays. It is currently a Sunday, but haven't heard anything today, so not sure what's happening. But either way, uh, I just face planted that rock. I haven't even had a drink yet. I may later on, but it's a bit too fucking early for that right now. But yeah, if anybody, Mr. Smith or Joseph, if you can be asked, mate, would think that that would be a good idea. Even the missus, she's in the room again. Hello, lovely, lovely missus. But yeah, I'm a goofball. Should have. Okay. I'm talking to the stream there, not the missus. I just want to clarify. I'm not verbally abusing the missus on stream or off stream, for that matter. I would get my ass kicked. Actually, I have a perfect opportunity to steal. Oh, fuck you. Oh, what you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do? You gonna shoot me? Wow, you actually fucking shot me. Come here, bitch. She may be paralyzed. No, she's not. Now the eyeballs came out. Right. I kind of like the bows in this, but the arrows are a bit shit. I like to have the arrows on my hip because it's a bit more accurate in most cases. What is? Oh, that's just a grab point. Okay. I thought there was another weapon or something stashed there, but naughty, 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 naughty. Off the cliff you go, and take the mace with you. I don't want it. So yeah, nice bit of Vader Immortal at some point because I did enjoy playing that. It's a little clunky, obviously compared to other things that have come out more recently, and I do hope to get some more VR related stuff on the go, even if I have to invest in a different headset at some point, just so that I can play Steam VR games better. I've got Steam Link set up, um, but it's a bit of a twats, to put it mildly. The Steam Link doesn't want to work half the time, which is always lovely when shit just doesn't want to work. But you know, it just kind of cuts out every now and then. Keep what? But there's nothing in here. I keep going in that room. I don't know why, because there's never anything in there. One day I'm going to go in there and there's going to be something. Ah, beeping. It's this whole holy. Right, I haven't lit my torch yet either. I'm in 1 second. Right, one moment. I get to actually try this out. So if I go, be back soon. Obviously, I've got my audio set up so that it's still um, done. I don't know if it'll cut out a little bit because I am moving away. Apologies for the background noise. That should be. Ugh, I'm up against the wall. Oh no, my axe disappeared. Oh no, it didn't. Right, I will change this back now. I really need to rename my main. It's doing the glitchy shit again. Okay, yeah, no, I do not like the. Oh, Christ. Okay, technical difficulties. I'm going to have to restart. Um, I may not have to restart the whole thing, just the level, maybe. See if I can do that because there is an option on here. I didn't do it last time just because I thought, oh, fuck it. Um, restart level, same seed. Because we want everything to be more or less the same. We don't want it to have changed too much because we didn't experience this particular dungeon or whatever the fuck you want to call it, level, very much. But yeah, no, I hate it when. Okay, that seems to have done the trick. That seems to have done the trick. It might just be walking out of range or doing something similar that has that happen. So this should be um, similar spawns. Yep, similar enemy spawns, the same layout for the most part. I am kind of hoping this time I can just kind of sneak up and steal that, 'cause that's what I wanted to do last time. That would be nice. There was another one last time. I don't want to. That went well. Hello. Right. I like having fireballs on this hand and lightning on the other one because wasn't me. You do. Fuck. Yeah, I like having the lightning in that one because it's just like in the offhand. There we go. She's dead. So having it in the offhand is a bit more useful. But the bow as well. I've got a thing where like if I use the lightning on the arrow, it kind of like it's kind of like using aimbot. It like automatically seeks out a target, which is kind of why I like using that one because you can sort of do like I don't want to say like trick shots with it, but say for example there's an enemy down there, right? Again, don't know who the feck I'm talking to, but just pretend there's an enemy down there and I'm here. I could shoot the like knowing that the enemy's like over there. I could sort of shoot the bow, like shoot the arrow in that direction, and because that would be the nearest enemy, the arrow will curve round the corner, and hit them, which is kind of neat in my opinion. I do like that because blade and sorcery, you need a bit of magic. I'm not too terrible with the bow in this game, although I'm saying that I'm probably setting myself up for. Oh, I just fucking have as well. I'm probably setting myself up there for bit of a bit of oh bullshit. I want to see it. Pixar, it didn't happen. Kind of bollocks. Come here, come here. Haha. On guard. This is so dumb. On guard. I'm hanging. Listen, listen. I'm da- I'm dangling in a hole. Okay, there is literally nothing I can do except throw this at you. All right, and there's another one. Brilliant. Well, it's over, Anakin. I have the other side of the high ground. Doesn't quite hit the same, does it? Oh well. The other thing I love and hate about these fireballs is they bounce. So once you've unlocked for that just fucking thing off the wall. The thing I like about these fireballs is they bounce. I hate the same thing about these fireballs because the when the enemies throw fireballs and they go past me, I'm like, I dodged it, I'm safe, and then it bounces off and hits me in the ass, and I end up on fire. You need to calm down, mate. Ah, damn it. Disarmed. Can I disarm you as well? Fuck. Yep. You have no eyeballs. Come here. I'd say I'm not going to hurt you, but I'm lying. Naughty. It's got a booklet. Be the sword. Thank you. I love a good sword. These things are also. Oh, I didn't know I could do that with bucklers. So you can have. It also does the sword as well. Oh, that is sick. I didn't know I could do that. But you can. I knew you could like charge these, the bucklers, but I didn't know you could do it whilst you're holding them, and also charge your other weapons with it as well. That's kind of cool. Still finding shit out about this game, which is it's always nice. You know, you don't want a stale experience playing any games. Again, this I said this yesterday. That door, what is the point? And again, this is very modular, blah blah blah, like repeating myself, all that crap. But that door, never been through it, no point. Absolutely pointless. I might have to get rid of the buckler, unless I can just. I did it. I'm a genie, as Mother Dearest would say. Spare him if being a twat. But yeah, no. That is very clearly like a window, but where does that window go? Because like there's I wish that you could just kind of explore all this. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. But this game really needs an update. Lore. Bye bye, Buckler. It bounces back. Oh, I think it's one of the skills I got when Captain America. Fuck. When Captain America throws his mighty shield. That is kind of cool. Also, down here again. I need to light my torch again. Or, well, I say it again. This is 100% Captain America right here. Ah, I lost it. Anyway, yeah, so part of me, like, I want, like, it's a bit of a limit having the torch with me, but it really does help um, when it gets dark in this game, because sometimes it is just pitch black in certain areas. I've seen an enemy through there, and I sneak up and stab him. I cannot. Careful, mate, there's a wall there. It's a bit stupid of you, wasn't it? Well, you fought bravely, good sir. I shall honor you with a proper warrior's burial. I've said this about a million times, but I have never seen this layout before. like like the missus will attest to this. I have said that about 100 times playing this game because it like it does get a little bit repetitive every now. Mm. I nearly shat myself there. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. Yep. That was the stupidest fucking death I have ever had in that game. Oh, oh my God. Okay. Yeah. But I'd never seen that layout for that room with the stuff yet. I've never seen that before, and I probably won't again for quite some time now. But yeah, I kind of wonder where some of the boundaries are because there's like a skybox limit. Because I have tried like climbing to the top of that thing, and after a certain point, it just stops you. Like you just cannot. Hello there, good sir. May I speak to you regarding your car's extended warranty? Yes, no, maybe you're running off inside. I will take that as a strong, resounding no. Um, you seem to have lost these, good sir. Um, I think he's dead. I think he's dead, honestly. Anyway. Okay. Point. Wolfie. Um, not the best thing to be saying whilst spanking some fella's ass. Or maybe it's the best time to say it. Who knows? Um, health potion. I'll take that, thank you very much. Yeah, you don't deserve promotion, right? So yeah, we love technical difficulties in this game. I'm not a big fan of these blunt weapons. I'm really not. They kind of work well in in some regards, but in others they're just trigger. I still love this. So I'm not going to go for the bow this time. I'm going to keep a shield on me, even if it is, whether it's a buckler or what. But shield this time, full shield. That is messed up. You need to see a doctor. Um, although they'll probably put leeches on you. Hello, kitten. Okay, so we're back here. Let's see. Does this fella have a sword or an axe that I can? Hello. Oh, really? No, but he has an axe. Whoa! What? Um, that was not what. I made the man into a Celtic knot. This would be artwork if it wasn't so bloody disturbing. Um, I don't even know where his head went. Like through the floor or something. Can I grab the stringy bit? I got the stringy bit. I didn't want you to come back that time. Bugger off. No, bugger off. No. Fuck's sake. There we go. I'll hopefully never stay there. So yeah, this is. I found his head. I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to call you Svein Forkbeard. Your helmet's right. I'm going to try and remedy this a little. Uh, okay, okay. Stop rolling. That is disturbing. There we go. Um, I have a feeling that this might be what happens when the disembodiment, disembowelment, dismember. That's the word I'm looking for. The dismemberment stuff where like works, but the connection, but the connections haven't actually been severed properly. Um, yeah, if you watch that back, you'll see what I mean. Why are they wiggling like that? Again, this would be a strange work of art if um if this wasn't so disturbing. Anyway, the this buckler, right? I don't know if you can see this, but this thing, I was throwing it like that, and it just kept coming back to me. I just chucked it over there. Stay there. Right. Um. Let's never speak of that again, shall we? The stretchy spaghetti man. That was one. Ah, I've just come through that door. This was one. Wait a minute. No, I haven't. I came through that door. Um. That was a crusty moment right there. See you later. There we go. I think he's dead now. Wouldn't you say? He has been deceased. Okie dokie. Right, we need to go down here. Yeah. Ugh. Right. PS1 pixelated graphics. I like this one a lot. I like the just this glowy cave with all the mushrooms and shit. Board board is broken. Is we. I broke that with a rope. Does that mean that's a nope rope? Who knows? Gonna be saying that again a lot. I also kind of wish there was like a nighttime version, like for these dungeons. Hello, good sir. What about your car's extended warranty? Oh, there's two of you. Shit. Did not account for that. Well, it's a good job I have my friend Chickens to help me. In the meantime, however, how about there's some they're in the way. Okay. On guard. What do you mean you're not dead? There we go. He got my axe embedded in his nervous system. Shit impression, I know. Don't at me. I don't care. Seconds. Fuck. I'm going to impale someone with a pitchfork. Is that a yes or a no? I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to joust you with a pitchfork, fine sir. Kind of like. Ugh! I. Ugh! Stop jumping at me. I hate it when they do that because you can't fucking see shit. That pitchfork is awesome. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of this and use this. I also forgot I have a shield. This is a nice goblet. Good thing it's not on fire. I really wish that had more impact on these doors. Lore. Purification campaign? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yes, you're talking about genocide. Fucking hell, man. It's a bit deep, in it? What we need on a fucking Sunday. Anyway, um, let us press on, Jack. Fuck off. We've swum out at the sea. I saw a naked man. Why is there a naked man? What is that? Is that a shield? Maybe a shield from the bronze pack. Or maybe a basket. Or a book. It looks like a book. Why is there a book? So the obvious choice here is to do that. Oh no. The glitchiness is back. Oh no. Oh bugger me. Oh no. That just isn't on, is it? What is this? What is this bloody frame rate? Okay, here we go. Like it doesn't look well. It kind of does. Like you can see this, right? This is not great. It's a little more stuttery. With my eyes, like I can physically see it a lot better, but on the stream it looks not as terrible, which is weird. But you can still see the stutter, which is not very nice. So I'm going to have to bloody restart this again. We're gonna go for a brand new seed because why not? We want things to be smooth. We want things to be nice and smooth. Um, yeah. You got a bear? The missus has a bear. She has a bear. She's the druid. Right, okay, so it looks like we're all good here. Switch this back. Again, I really wish. Sorry about that noise, by the way. That noise was fucking grim. Um, oh, pardon me, that one was worse. But no, what was I saying? Listen, um, potatoes are in fact not cold. Thank you. But wise words to live by, I think. Yes, yes, it is very, very wise words too. I'm gonna fire punch this guy. I wish, can you? I think you might be able to do that with a lightning one at some point. Give me that. Oh, we're just about to say, is this seriously telling me that this guy isn't dead? Well, oh, I just pulled his head off. Delicious. And pulled out his spine. Through his chest, apparently. Um, is that your spine, good sir? Or are you just happy to see me? Whee! That was a bit fucking pathetic. Get off. He exploded into giblets. Oh, Blitzy. If you get it, if you know, you know. Blitzy. I had to, I had to. I mean, we had a bit of Stolas. Can't forget a bit of Aussie as well. But yeah, I'm gonna have two bearded axes. It's a shame. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, I can. I can use the pickaxe, but I'm not going to because it is, quite frankly, dog shit. I think it's a lot better with said a new seed, and it looks trigger. Thank you. Every time, every bloody time. You know what? But yeah, actually, I'm gonna bounce this one. No, I'm not. Damn it. Why did that not bounce? Why did that bounce so fucking late? It doesn't matter. I spaghettified. I spaghettified a man, and he put himself back together. This is the most terrifying enemy I've faced in this game. His limbs are all over the place. I will swing this wildly at you. I do not give a shit. But I see your murderous intent, and I raise you a ha-ha. Because if you can smell what I'm cooking, yep, stay still. Stay still now. Actually, we'll get the spaghetti monster first, because you are terrifying, good sir. Yep. See, spaghetti monster, give me that. R really? Well, that was entertaining at best. Anyway, moving on. Moving swiftly the fuck on. Says that and doesn't move. What a brilliant strategy. In fact, the mighty washing machine of doom in the background. If anyone can hear that, I'll have to listen back and laugh at myself later. You have a good point, but can I raise you a waha? Give me the sword. Give me the sword. Give me the sword. Let go of the sword. Thank you. Mm. Eyeballs came out. Actually, give me that. Hold this. Sausages. Buckler. There we go. That's better. I saw nothing. Get away. Stop. There's a skull in here. Oh, no. I'm going to punt it. That it might very well did it. Sometimes the physics in this game are on point, and other times, not so much. That's all I'm going to say. Um, now, Apple, Black off coal, lore. We love law. We love finding law. The redacted section. Keep forgetting that this just goes fucking round. You know. You know. I probably should. There we go. That's better. For the immersion, the realism, and all that fizz. Um, I'm going to throw this rock. Whee! That was a bit disappointing. I see an opportunity to be an assassin. You know, like Ezio. Bit of an oh, fucking Christ. Can you imagine doing that in real life and fucking missing? I have removed your eye. It is time to say goodbye, old friend. Or enemy. Whichever. Back. You fought gallantly. Alas, it was not enough. But for you, I see you through there. Let's do this. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? I question my life choices sometimes. Give me that. Uh, where, so, where did you come from? Huh? Honestly, sneaking up on a man. Fucking hell. Oh, okay, okay. Keep a while. Why are you hitting yourself, huh? Yeah. Right. What? Ta-da! Yeah, 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 yeah. I knew you were gonna do that. Are you happy to see me, madam, or is that a pitchfork sticking out of your tunic? It's not a threat. Anything up here? No. That's a ladder to fucking nowhere. Never ending ladder, never ending story, never ending bloody staircase. Fucking all the same thing. Lord. We are a whore for lore. Okay, right. Is this going to be the. No, it's going to be up here. Right, okay. Whee! Ow, my ankles. Yes. Um, what's that? I meant to attract this absolute bloody. Where the fuck was that going, huh? What? That? Hang on. Can I? Can I? There we go. That works. Who needs Etsy? Oh, me. Etsy. I'm dripping. My nose is bleeding. I feel like there's another one. So. Oh, yeah, there is. Excuse me. Hold, hold that. It's a fucking mage. Un momento. Yes. I think they're dead. Okay, okay. What is he doing? I think I said this yesterday, but like this, you should be able to shoot fireballs and shit. Instead, it's just that at the moment. Where the foot? I know there's a ladder. I don't much care. Whee! I'm going to use this man as a human shield. Ow! Give me. Stay down. Oh no. Oh, I thought I was going to need to do a switcheroo then. Thought my stream was going to do a weirdy crashy thing. I don't want the bow this time. I really don't. Eyeball. Whee! Why is there more spawning? What is going on? I didn't hear the horn. going to take your shield. What is going on with this dude's head? What the? What in the lasers? Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. I thought that was going to be another occasion right there. This has been glitchy as hell today. Just, I know it's still technical difficulties. I'm working through it. Give me this. Oh, right. I'm gonna get rid of the longsword. Right. Okay, now that this is stable again, it's doing some weird stuff. So I've decided I'm gonna get rid of this, the longsword. It's useful, but in close quarters, it sucks. But this dude had this on him. This is very nice. Bless you. And this is a shorter sword. I've still kept this because, as you can see, much shorter. So in close quarters, this thing, oh, excuse me, this thing, ooh, is going to be more useful. Stay where I put you, please. Okay, it's not going to do that. There we go. Right, I'm going to... What the bloody hell? Everything is going strangely today. You stay there. Don't come loose just because I turn around. I've impaled that man for a reason. And the reason, you may not have seen, may have been technical difficulties at the time on the screen, but the reason I impaled that man is because he was being a douche. He refused to die. Well, luckily, we're actually at the end now of this little escapade. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I am going to maybe do a boss fight if I can. If this thing stays fucking stable enough to let me do that. I have heard that. Oh shit, my shield's gone. I could have done the shield. Anyway, um, I've heard that trying to do this on a weekend, streaming and whatnot, or using the headset in general. Ooh, don't know what that whistle was, but I've heard that it's not the best at the weekend. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go see the Irish fella. We're gonna go. What is that? But we're gonna go see the Irish fella at the shop, and we're gonna try and do a boss fight. And those things they stress me out a lot. So hopefully we don't have any major technical issues like last time. We've had a few glitchy moments. We've had a few that have produced a small amount of package in one's kegs so far. But luckily, nothing like yesterday, which was a pain in the ass. So we're going to go to the Baron's Bounty and see the Irish fella. At this point, again, with it being like the end of the, or more or less the completion of the story, it is just like a random guess as to what's going to be in the shop. I don't really need any of this stuff at all. What is this? I've got one of them. What is this? Oh, it's like a flint dagger thing, an obsidian dagger thing. I do like the that pack. It is. There's a lot of like more unique weapons. I've got that. Oh, we can get our first bronze sword from the shop. Yes, please. Good. Wait, what the hell's going on with my navigation there? You're telling me that that sword is worth 4 grand? I mean, it is a very nice sword, do not get me wrong, but you, sir, are bullshitting me. If I can buy a steel sword for less, because steel is arguably, not even arguably, definitively better to make swords with than bronze. So, this is dog shit. Um, thing is though, I think they all like when it spawns in. I think they're all different every time. So I'm probably not going to get another chance to buy this again for a while, which is kind of fucking annoying. Um, but yeah, again, apologies for the washing machine of doom in the background. Um, but that's bullshit. I mean, I've been hyping up these bronze weapons for ages. We need way more money. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and do the boss fight right now. Same format. I will go in there with none of my own weapons. I will only use the weapons that the enemies have. I've done this countless times before already. Um, so it's not going to be necessarily a surprise, especially for me. But um, so it's one of those. Oh, yes. Oh, you can't hear it. Awesome. The washing machine is not audible, which is a fucking miracle. I think we've had some divine intervention right here. But the noise cancelling on these headphones on this headset must be absolutely um oh, technical difficulties. Yeah, that'll be mad. So the casting has just buggered off. No worries, we can get that back. You are okay. I'm wondering if I will get any of that. That okay. That's just rude. It's just rude. What? Ah, yeah, that'll be yeah. So if I resume, please don't fucking crash. So yeah, the a lot of weird technical difficulties today. Um, not entirely sure why. And again, I know that weekend stuff apparently on shit. I know that apparently weekend streaming is a bit of a pain with this, but well. Oh, it is one of those things. We're just gonna have to. Ooh, fun. We are just gonna have to power through. I don't know if she's. I think she's dead. Yep, she's dead. She's floppy and dead. And off the cliff we go. You take your arm with you as well, love. Hey, need a hand? Anyway, um, yeah, a lot of weird issues today. So I did press jump. That did not register. Um, so anyone that tunes in to watch me do the actual playthrough type thing of this game will quickly realize I love doing something when it gets to this bit, but I have realized I've never actually climbed up there before. So I'm going to do that right now. See if there's any bits of lore, because we love lore, or we love finding lore. Obviously, right now I can't see anything, but doesn't mean it's not there. I also don't know where the end of that is. Don't know why I slid down like that. But yeah, so there's a huge fucking battering ram there. What I like to do in this section for absolutely no reason other than because it's fun is I like to take that battering ram and throw it off this bridge just because I can. It's a bit easier to do now than it was originally because when you level up the telekinesis stuff, it does some things. You can pick up objects much easily, regardless of how much they weigh, and you can just yeet. Wait a minute, that did not yeet in the right direction. There we go. Woohoo! And it's gone. Nope, now it's gone. Anyway, so no law on the table. All right, cool, 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 cool. Open the big fancy door. Um, there's something I've done before where I've had my weapons out, like one here, and I've just kind of come down this as there was people coming at me, which is, I mean, you'd think it'd be a little bit intimidating just seeing a man come down here like this, real slowly, with his weapons drawn, no fucks given. Um, but you know, okay, by the looks, we're going that way, so we're gonna first head up that way, see if we can find any lore. Because we all know what we said before. We are whores for long, or at least I am. You can figure out what you want to be later. You know, when you grow up, you can be anything you want to be. Me, I decided to be a whore for law. You know, apparently that's how things go in life. You, sir, have I got my spells equipped? Have I even lit my torch? Is this even? I can't even light it like that. I can light it like that. Right, let's use this tiny bronze axe to fuck this man up. I know I have a bigger one. I don't care. Oh, hear me out. Now, where you? Doink. I wish the decapitation thing in this was a bit more responsive. Hold that for me, mate. No, 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 no. I said hold it. Yeah. And this, if you can. You don't want to hold on to that, do you? It's just flopping everywhere. See, now it fucking decaps. What the fuck is that? You know? We'll put that up there. I think you have earned yourself, good sir, a cremation. This is going to be interesting trying to fight this last boss with bronze weapons. I'm hoping please don't fucking crash before then. Or do that weird glitchy bollocks. 99. Ooh, that's my laptop that I've just stabbed. Or at least the desk. That's the laptop on it. Whee! Oh, okay. Let's check this. That's the cliff. They are breakable. It doesn't give you that impression, does it? But they are breakable. Okay, then we need to be that's it. Yeah, I don't like the idea of doing this boss with bronze weapons. Although I do like that. I mean, I suppose it could be worse. It could be a case of that they've actually taken into account the physical properties of the bronze, like real bronze, and actually used those in the game. That would have been much worse. I won't spoil it. We got some treasure. Um, shovel. I don't know why this has a crystal in it. Most things that have crystals require some. This is one fucking heavy shovel. I mean, just look at this. I can't fucking lift that. Jesus Christ. What is this shovel fucking made of? I would laugh if that reached. It didn't, but I have alerted the bell end. Right. Hmm. Jesus. Yep. Surely you are dead. Drop your weapon. I want to see it. It looks like an oversized butter knife. Yep, mate. A butter knife. Yep, 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 yep. I don't know why the fuck I didn't try that the first time, to be honest. This is kind of funky. That's kind of funky. And come here. Jesus. Bye. Listen. Bye. Shovel. Bye. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck. That's my copy. I can put the butter knife in. I'm using the butter knife. I don't give a shit. Yeah, no, 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 no. Right, this is both a good thing and a bad thing. This whole bit here means I'll be coming to the end of this section shortly. But there is a cat. Wonderful. Okie dokie. Um, what's this called? Mac Macapyra? Let's see how pointy it is by stabbing some people with it. I can two-hand this if I wanted to. What the fuck? It really is just like a giant butter knife made of bronze, I'm assuming. I hear people fighting. Hello? Lol. Oh, and treasure. I've once done this where I've gone and grabbed something off this table, turned around, and people have spawned in. This is too quiet. I know I saw a dude over there, but keep your friends close and your butter knife closer. That's what I always say. I don't know if they've fully spawned in yet, which sometimes can happen, where you'll be in an area and they won't all spawn in properly at once. There'll just be one or two. Is there any nice? Or spawned. It's a naked person. Right, so here's what we're gonna try and do. We're gonna try and sneak up on the naked person and shank them with the button. How does that sound? It, why always women is what I want to know. It should be set to 50-50, like the spawn rate. But for some reason, it seems to be throwing a lot more women at me, which kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. See, another one. I thought that was a dude. The first time. I like that sword. So look, you needle of death. I want to keep this. I don't know what to swap it for. This is pretty, but ah, Jesus, it's gonna fucking. If that comes back to me, I swear to Christ. It tried. It tried. I really, really like the Kopesh. Tell you what, I will sacrifice the butter knife. Should I sacrifice the butter knife? You know what? Your sacrifice will not be in vain. You serve a great purpose. There we go. 'Cause I do think that this point is going to come in handy um, later on, especially in the boss fight. Dropped it. But this, what's that called? Oh, it's a type of rapier, apparently. But this, like, with it kind of having like an axe-like head almost, but with sword qualities. Um, this thing is going to be very, very useful. I'm hoping at least. This thing is probably it's going to be useful, but still, there is a point where you've got to kind of choose what you take into this last stage fairly carefully. But yeah, giant butter knife apparently. But yeah, I will have to try and collect all of them. But it's really not easy because with the shop being well what it is, the only other option I've got is to go into the what do you call it, the sandbox mode. But even then, it's just it's not the same. But I mean, I've said it yesterday. Probably already said it again today. But they really need to update things in terms of um the house, the home that you've got, because the weapon rack in there, you've only got one weapon, and I'm the kind of guy who like buys an entire house in Skyrim just to show off a bunch of weapons that I will never use. So, and I know this isn't Skyrim, very much not Skyrim, but I am that bitch, if you will, that will do that just to show off a bunch of random weapons, and I am also that kind of bitch who will buy a bunch of random weapons for the sake of display. I mean, the missus can attest. But yeah, it is what it is. There's a wall there. Keep trying to keep an eye on where my laptop is, so that I can kind of glance down through the gap in the like where the nose is in the headset, just to check if there's any comments yet. Because I want to try and figure out if there's a way of like getting them in my field of view somewhere in the headset. But I don't think I can do that. I've done a bit of research. Apparently, it is somewhat possible, but it involves sorry about that. It involves again semi-naked person, and it's a woman. Please just go down. Thank you. Um, this is also kind of newish. Um, yeah. Kind of newish. Need to check something. That might help. Mm. Yeah, the volume on my thing wasn't turned up, so the noises could not be heard. Which I suppose for most people is probably a good thing, because hearing that kind of shit over and over is not exactly everybody's cup of tea, is it? Damn, look at all those ingots. Are there any bits of lore lying around? But yeah, I'm just trying to find a good mix for this right now, because obviously the higher I have that audio, the more, like, the louder it's going to be. I mean, you can see the volume here. I do want it audible, just not like obnoxiously so. But it does kind of help. Ugh, my hands are doing weird things again. I'm gonna go down there. Always climb back up. Hopefully. Watch me get stuck. Sometimes the stuff in. But yeah, like when I was talking about the torch earlier, like that is just like pitch black. If I just kind of orient myself like like that, it's not exactly something you can really see, and it's not great for the stream. I mean, I can kind of see a little bit um in those sort of conditions, but on the stream, I don't know how well that's translating at all. I also don't know. Yeah, my mic's picking that up. Oh, is it my mic? Um, I'm just double checking to see if my microphone picks up that jumping noise. No, it doesn't. It doesn't appear to. Lordy, lordy, do. Thank you, darling, for going to check that for me. So I would like to have like maybe this area as well. You know, something to do in this area because obviously there's like little doorways and stuff, but they don't lead anywhere. Um, and so it would be nice to, oh, excuse me, to have like chests and stuff down here that can be looted, full of riches and shit. Yeah, I also don't like how the triggers just don't work a lot of the time. Now, it's not the triggers themselves. It's say for example, this you can't grab onto this, right? But this edge you can. There is, I think I did have a mod that installed that lets you climb a bit more freely, just because I'm used to that a bit more. Um, Meow to you too. Um, but yeah, I would like a few more things, or even if there's any other games similar to this, because I do kind of like the idea of having a game like this that you can use to like, you know, parry and attack, you know, in your own way, as opposed to, you know, preset animations in a game. So, you know, it's like you've got that extra bit of freedom to attack how you want, because there's a lot of times where you might think in games where, oh, you know, if I was there, I'd do this, you know, that kind of thing. And it's like if an enemy's coming at you with a shield, I'd like the opportunity to have something like this with a nice pointy bit. I can just grab the shield and go around it, you know? It would make a lot of sense. So I do kind of like these sort of games. Just need to make sure I'm not gonna bugger myself over by hitting something I shouldn't be. But I have to do the spell here because it's like that thing. Now, that thing needs to fuck off. Hit it with a passion. Now, I don't know if anyone has tuned in at all regarding this section, this boss fight. I will probably make an edit out of this later if I can be asked. But that thing needs to fuck off. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. It is nightmare fuel. So the crack with this is that thing comes to life and tries to kill you. Crystal, crystal, crystal. You need to destroy those crystals because there's crystals on its body that you need to smash. Some of them have shields. Those crystals are powering the shields, right? So it sounds simple enough, but they can be anywhere in here as far as I'm aware. There's a couple of really cheaty places, like that one up there is going to be a pain in the ass to get. It's on a ledge though, which is nice, but sometimes it's like up there or up there, and it's like, how the fuck do I reach that? And you've either got to shoot a fireball. I didn't know whether it was going to wake up then, or you've got those bows. Like I don't know if you can see up there, like where this fireball's going. I am going to just quickly, but up on that ledge, boing. Oh. But up on that ledge, there's a bow. I hate doing this, but it's the only way to actually get the crystals and level up anything. So I guess we'll just start. Let's run at the giant monster. Fuck off, you concrete bastard. Why do I do this to myself? Which crystal is going to unshield itself first? I wonder. That one up there, which is nice. I like that one up there. Kind of. It's not as big a pain in the ass. But this guy is. I fucking hate him. Right. Hammer! This is not as useful as people might think. In my opinion, I've tried using that, but it's too heavy. You can't get a decent swing on it to smash some of these crystals with, and it is annoying as fuck. But by the looks, we have quite a few. Actually, that one right there on his chest. Oh, fuck off. That one on his chest is a pain in the ass to get. So what I like to do is I wait until I take out one of these crystals. He goes down. You'll see it, but you've probably gathered he is quite slow. But he packs a fucking punch. So let's try and avoid getting hit by that, shall we? Duck under here. Like that. I'm going to keep the coppish out. I'm going to jump round and smash that one first, because it is the biggest pain in the fucking ass. That's it. Didn't work so well, did it? Oh shit. I wish you could just sort of like, because there's a move you can do with these. I didn't know you could send it out. Fuck off. So you can kind of spin this. I wish you could like. I don't know if anyone can see what I'm trying to do here. So you can like hit him. I think I smashed one on his back as well. Didn't know you could. Ow. I'm gonna keep this hammer spinning. I do not shit. This is funny as fuck. I've never thought of this before, but this is kind of an upgrade that you can get that allows you to do this sort of thing. And stay further away, please. Come on. Come on. Trying to get that one on the shoulder. It is not behaving, however. Come on. Oh! I Stormbreaker much? Okay, that is just not. Fuck! Right, so I might have to just. Okay, that was kind of a fun experiment because I think I did get a couple on his back. And I suppose you can also use that same technique to like get the crystals. Ah, shit. Yes. You can also kind of get that. I am in the boss fight at the moment. Yeah, but yeah, this guy. I mean, he doesn't look. I mean, I don't want to say I'm making this look easy because I mean, like my health hasn't gone down that much, but obviously I've done this like a lot, and I also have a few of the upgrades and things. So for me, it does make it a fair bit easier. Yeah, yeah, I did get some on his back. Whoa there, Nelly. I don't know which one I'm going for next. That one. You can also use the fireballs and stuff to get them, but I've not been able to actually do it yet. So I think what I'm going to do with this guy is just to try. Bloody hell! Oh, he smacked the shit out of me. I'm on fire. I am on fire. Oh, heal, heal, heal up. Come on, back off. Right. I bought a lot of health potions from that Irish fella last time, the one at the shop. Um, and I've still got a few of them left. I mean, I bought a lot of them. But when he does that, but you can. Come on, you bugger. See, I hate being electrocuted in this game because it slows you down. It really does. I'm going to try this because I've never tried this before. You know, with the spinning hammer and crystals. So if I just. It works. It fucking. Of course it works. Why didn't I try this before? Like, where is it? Oh, it's on his backside. Shit. The other one's on his arm. That just means. So while he's doing his. Whatever the fuck that is. I'm going to get that one. And then get the other crystal in short succession. Again, this doesn't look too hard at the moment. See, I knew this thing would come in really handy. Remember to put it in the inventory, because I did that last time. Dropped it, and it was lost forever. But that's essentially the boss fight. It will not look that easy when I do the playthrough. Because I will not have the upgrades, I will not have any of this stuff, and I might even start taking, you know, like my own weapons in, and do a thing where I have a set of weapons that I use for every single round, unless this is more entertaining with the whole, you know, steal the weapons from the enemies type thing. So what I'm going to do, Put that in there, get myself an upgrade. Which one's this one? Enhance unarmed combat abilities and unlock incredible weapon techniques. Don't know what it would be. I am kind of hoping that one of these skills lets me superhuman speed. Oh, I should just slow the time and do whatever. I kind of want to see about this third one with weapon techniques because I really do feel like maybe that's the one I got last time. I don't know. You know what? I'm not losing anything by getting that one. It does mean I will have to do this again and again to get all the upgrades, but it's kind of like it gets to show off how this is sort of done a little bit. And I know some people are like, oh, well, it's kind of like spoiling the game. They're like, well, it isn't. Shut up. At least not in my opinion, because I've already done all the other stuff, and again, most of these dungeons do, like they are the same. They're very modular. They're very repetitive, and it's not like you're missing out on content. And those boss fights are more or less the same as well. But it's the upgrades and the differences, in my opinion, that make it kind of worth doing. So I will be focusing on getting all of the upgrades as early as possible. Um, you kind of can't necessarily avoid getting through to like the last section of the game. Once you get so many of these done, it does just present you with this here. Now, obviously, because I've completed the story, nothing is happening. But this door does open, and you get to have like a a little bit of fun at the end there. We have to go through all of that shit, so I'm just going to travel straight to the house so that I can do the upgrade. So here's what we're going to do. Should have. So you notice that this one is bigger. It's going to join the bigger crystal. Oh, huge fucking crystal, Jesus Christ. So now this is what the upgrades look like. And it is kind of fun. Wait, what? I can... Oh, that's cool. Unstoppable Force. Mighty Kick. What's that? Intimidation. Your allies may surrender to you in fear. Unlocking this skill also increases your max. No. Yes, please. I don't really want that one just yet. But, if I sort of put that in there, I need to get the rest of these, because obviously, as you can see with this one, yeah, so as you can see, they're slogan successfully parry. That's a skill that I've got. But I think it might be this one then. If that's what I was just using. But I am gonna need to, get more of the stuff to figure out because again, it's kind of annoying me that um you get a mage staff and it just doesn't do anything, or it doesn't do what you expect it to do. Uh, Anyhow, since I am at the home, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to sleep. You know, go to sleep. Uh, I'll be back shortly. So hopefully, I can do another couple of dungeons on what have you. I'm going to quickly mute myself because I need to sort some stuff out. Um, but yeah, I'll be back to hopefully kick some more ass and not suck doing it very shortly. Oh, hello there. Right, that took a little longer than expected. Oh, excuse me. Fair bit longer than expected, but should be all right. Oh, actually, one second. I might have to fiddle with something just so that I'm not actually. Yeah, my boundaries all messed up, so I'm gonna have to recreate it. I am on fire. That should have solved the issue, I think. Let's get back into it. Yeah, I just don't want to be flashing my living room around everywhere. Uh, so we're going to do another dungeon, I think, maybe, or another couple, just to make this a bit more worthwhile. See what happens with the headset. Maybe it's going to die. I did have it on charge whilst I was doing that, so we'll see. But oh, we've got 3 skulls and 2 skulls. Let's do the 3 skulls one because I have a feeling that these have been a little more challenging. I think with some of these mods and the settings that have changed. So let's see what happens. Plus, I've been going for a little less difficult um, so far. So why not actually do something a bit more difficult? I am gonna regret saying that, but oh well. So besides, I've been with me being ooh, hello. You just spotted me straight away, didn't you? Yes. That is useful. Pulling limbs off. I want it. There we go. I know I should have a shield and a sword. Shall we use the mitten? The mace can bug it off. But that is kind of useful. Since I've got that skill, I might go around and decap some people with my bare hands. So in theory, I can like karate chop people, and their shit should just fall off. We'll have a look. We'll see. We'll see. Excuse me, madam, whilst I light my torch. Wee hoo 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 wee. Take that for me, please. Thank you. Oh shit, please. Oh, crystals, we need them. Need them to get skills that we don't have currently. I wonder what the thing is on that, because sometimes they just disappear. Right. There's usually a bloody sorcerer over here somewhere. I have to. I really have to. Let's see. I don't think I can reach that high. Shit. But I can fireball that high, if I can hit it. I spaghettified him again. The spaghetti man. Naked person. Right, I sense some animosity here. Um, so you know what I'm gonna do? Shell there out of the equation. Not sure exactly why, considering rather sad. Where the fuck did you come from? Is that your slave? He's running away. Shit. I just need to double check there's no one spawning behind me. Get out of my face. I hate that so much. Oi! Bloody poor man's Geralt of Rivia. Bugger off. He's just hissing blood. Oh, I want to. Bloody another one. How many of you fuckers are there? Now I can put that away properly and get my shield combo out. It was a naked person. No, it's you. Oh, there's a couple of you fuckers. Ugh. Oh, hey. So, I beg that you stop. This will not end well for you. I don't think he's taking no for an answer, you know. No, I think he's dead. Yeah, no, that does took some doing. You alright, love? You alright? Yeah. What? Um, awesome. Oh, bloody hell. Problem. I can go around and smack people with this. I'm not gonna though, because this is triple difficulty. I'm gonna need to keep my wits about me. Oh, always gonna need to. So, um, the fun way of doing this is to swing across that. The boring way of doing this is coming through this door. Scowl. With me, mate. Sometimes this glitches and you get like ingots and shit on the floor. The boring way, is to just, ta-da. But but this would be kind of fun. I saw that person back there. Don't necessarily care. But I'm gonna go. I like getting the treasure and stuff, but whee! I I got myself stuck in the wall. Right, just because. Why not? Um, I wonder what that does because oh, I'm a dipshit. That's what that does. I should have guessed, considering it was right there. Right, they've got the reach and the dumbass advantage. Whoa, 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 whoa! The fuck was that, man? Just coming out of nowhere like that. Don't tell me you're gonna get back up, mate. No, they're dead. Oh, oh. That is well, that is a fair bit more responsive than it has been recently. Okay, okay. Right, this bit always fucks me off. Alright. Yes, I just ripped a dude's head off. Are you about to go into another fight, my love? You about to go into another fight? You died? Hungry? What do you want? You are? Oh, what you want? Okay, I'll get that. I'll get that. Right then. So I'm thinking we do finish this one, maybe do another one, go for another short break while food happens, and charge the headset and whatnot, and we should be golden. We might be set for not necessarily an all-day thing here, but I spaghettified a man again. But yeah, um, would be kind of fun to watch these back later, see what happens with that. I don't know what everyone else is doing. Oh God, look at this. It's no bother. Um, Whee! Okay. I really hope the fucking horns don't go off. Watch, I'll say that. Fucking happen, won't it? Right. Oh, where's the cunt? All good. I'm not entertained. I have to do that at least once. At least once. So again, this is triple difficulty. I am mildly shitting myself because I get partway through these ones with the triple or even quadruple skulls, and something happens. Something always fucking happens. Whether it be the headset dying, weird technical glitches, um, the horns, which this section, I don't know if anybody, I don't know if it was this stream or the last stream, but last time I was in this area, they went off. So, something always happens when I do these ones. They're also a bit more alert. I'm going to give myself a reach advantage here. No, not sealed. That's waste. Why is that a grab point? Give me, give me, no, ah, naughty, naughty, naughty. Over the wall. Thank you. I don't want to jinx myself. I think that's the easiest I've done this bit so far. Hang on. Oh, I see you, sneaky motherfucker. I have never seen that before. So we get to see it today, first time together on stream. If this leads nowhere, I'm going to be so pissed. Oh, secret tunnel. Wait a minute, are you telling me? Yo, I'm going to do this carefully. I'm not going to hesitate. Please go somewhere. Does it go around to... There's another cave bit. I thought it was just going to go around to that plank that we were stood on up there, but... Okay, okay. Sure. Right. I'm gonna laugh if this just circles back. So I can go up there. There's a rope that I can climb up. There, is that the well? That's cool. I didn't know I could even. Oh, crystal. Didn't know I could even go down the well, let alone climb the fuck up it. And as the missus has probably heard 100 million times, this is new. There's a cave. Secret tunnel. Please don't be complete dog shit on the other side. This kind of looks like the other cavey that you kind of fall down. Don't know if I've done it this stream or the previous one, but oh, so it leads back to the start, kind of. So that's obviously I came up. That's weird. I came up from there, and that's the well. Again, I didn't even know I could go down this thing, let alone climb up it. I suppose it's weird that I've never jumped down there as a, just a fuck it, and, see what happens sort of thing. But yeah, I have climbed up there though. There is a barrier there up there, which is really annoying because I wanted to do something at the top of that. There's like a wooden structure. I wanted to climb on top of it and jump off it in a really cool way, or try to at least. It just never panned out. So hey ho. But this is where I egg. This is where I catch myself unaware of my surroundings, and I get absolutely twatted. Almost. Right, I'm gonna let you come to me because at the moment you've got the high ground, and I don't want you jumping at me like a bitch. Never mind. But yep. Okay, okay. Waffles, anyone? Um, Give me that mug, that goblet. Okay, okay. Right. Let's see if we can try and finish this. But there's usually chesty things in here. What? Yeah. Oh, that's just me. Right. It's the end, I believe. Unless there's somebody sitting. Yeah, okay. So we've reached the end of this one. Um, so I'll probably put my order in, so to speak, and get that sorted first. Then we can do the second one. This bloody this rapier is really shit at stabbing things. But yeah, so I feel like that's the key to stuff like this. Just chat a lot of shit. Imagine you're talking to somebody either that has never played the game before, does not know what to expect, or just act like a lunatic. Just talk to yourself. Be ooh, that's pretty. Um, I've seen it before, but I've never really looked at them that closely. Same with these. They're coins. I don't. Why are they floating? Anyway, but there's a. Oh yeah, because we did the boss fight thing. So we've got to look for map pieces again to find more stuff. So we just chat a bunch of shit and see what happens. Really, innit? It is what it is. Um, if you don't get that much engagement, you can always engage with yourself. It sounds like a weird ass euphemism. But yep, that's the end of that particular dungeon. So shop, um, sell our wares. I do want to maybe try an arena at some point because I've not done them. I tried them once. They were not my favorite. I know that this kind of started as a whole, like wave type thing. And while I do like that idea, I would much prefer to be able to do that in a bit of a bigger space, bit of an emptier space, with a proper setup for this, so that I can just wander around and turn my head a bit more, as opposed to having to rely on the that as much, because I'm literally in this tiny ass corner. Um, Nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't lend itself very well. Ooh, look at you! I haven't seen this dagger before. Haha. Um, well, looks we've got some more. There's like an antler weapon here. We've got that once again. Got this bad boy. The Morning Star up there. We've got a Kopesh here. This one, which I believe was the one I bought last time. Maybe. Did I buy one? I don't know. Um, Either way, point is, I do again. I do like these flint daggers and things. Not flint. What's it called? Obsidian. Oh, what is that? What are you? That is like that is sick. I like just sticking the weapons in stuff. If you couldn't tell. Yeah. That 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 sack looks brand new because there's some like rusted versions in the game, but that one looks brand new. Flint mini spear thing. So by the looks, there's not very much here that I'd want to necessarily buy. Um,
The red cloth over here is for purchases. Blue cloth for
Back off.
sales.
You can't see it, but I'm flicking him off. You can actually kill this guy. Problem is, it kind of restarts your game. Well, it doesn't restart, but it respawns you. Which I would have thought, like, as a fun mechanic, why not kill the shopkeep and take his stuff? You don't have to buy it anymore. But the caveat being that it doesn't get restocked and what have you. So I'm going to travel back to the home, put my right back screen on. Actually, you know what? No. No, 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 no. What we're going to do is we're going to put the Ramble one. because we be rambling. We be rambling. But yeah, while we sort this out, we're just gonna have a bit of a look see on here. This thing keeps sliding. I don't like it. I might just take this off for the time being, just while I get this sorted. Plug it in, make sure it's not gonna completely die on me, which is all good. Right then, 1 second. Just gotta mute myself. Wait, is it? There it is. So that's tragic. So yeah, bit of a ramble at the minute. I know it's not exactly what most people probably would have tuned in for at any point in time. Again, talk like there's people there. It's healthy, kind of, in a way. But no, I just figured that while we get some food sorted, or at least discuss our food options, etc., I'm gonna put the Rambly Rambles on and essentially have a bit of a chill, sit down sesh. The missus has encountered a very particularly difficult section in Baldur's Gate, having to fight a lot of goblins and shit. So it's one of those we can sit and do that. But yeah, it's not great having to fuck around as much. So yes, that's what I was saying. Essentially, uh, like I say, we're gonna do try and do another dungeon. Um, but then it'll be time for food, I imagine. And once I've had food, it will be a case of maybe hop back on, maybe do another boss fight, um, and then you know disappear. Luckily, I am not working tomorrow. Um, I mean, I was told I wasn't going to be working tomorrow, so if they want me in, oh shit. Just kidding on that one. I know I'm not in. Um, I did confirm, but either way, it's one of those like Christmas period type things. We're doing. There's a couple of half days coming up, and people were allowed to have one of the 3 days off between now and New Year, things like that. So um, I don't want to get too much into that because it's not a work stream, is it? I'm not streaming myself at work. That would be both interesting and extremely bloody boring, in my opinion. Like, interesting to see who would watch it. Like again, it's not like the audience that I've got here is particularly large or existent. but it would be kind of funny to see a bunch of people just tuning in to watch some dude work. You know, that'd be kind of weird. Imagine being a like a Twitch streamer, or even just a bigger streamer on YouTube, earning like a lot of money through the streams, but every stream you do is just a work stream. So like it's just you at work doing your job. Like, uh, that would be kind of funny, in my opinion. I want to see if anybody actually does that. Um, it might be interesting, to say at least. What? And no, are you telling me? Yeah, no, it's definitely. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something on my phone at the same time. Um, whilst I have this rambly ramble, thing. Um, but no, yeah, I would be very strangely interested to see what in the actual hell, like if anybody does that, see how successful it is, like what kind of, it's probably a very niche topic, very, very niche, like streaming, um, audience on that one, but still, it would be funny to see. Um, I feel like my voice is getting a bit fucked at the minute. Um, but biggest cat choosers. If you're gonna do this kind of stuff all day, it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. But no, I mean there's a lot of people uh who may find this sort of rambling nonsense somewhat entertaining in some aspects. But like I say, I mean it was mainly me trying to test out these new scene background things. They seem to be working fairly well. Um, I tried to get it so that it was maybe not as obvious when they repeated, but I just wanted to get them done. So, oh, 1 second. But we've just shat ourselves. Had a vibrating noise coming from somewhere. Um, we're both looking at each other. I've got my phone in my hand. Mrs. got her phone on her lap. We're like, what the fuck's going on? Thought it was the controller at one point. Turns out no, it's another phone upstairs. The alarm's going off. So no ghost interactions today. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Um, but yeah, no. What I was gonna say earlier is I know that a lot of people might sort of struggle a lot in terms of just finding stuff to talk about, especially if they're streaming. Especially like this, like if you've got a very small or like in my case, very non-existent audience of probably me later on, you know. Um, it's like, well, what do you say? Like there's nobody there, Dave. There's nobody there. But just gotta loosen up, really. I mean, obviously yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, when I was doing the alcohol fueled um stream, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, that does help loosen up a little bit, but I would not recommend people go and just get drunk for the sake of streams. It's not worth it. But it's definitely one of those things that might be a little interesting later on. Um, especially if it becomes a thing, if it becomes a thing. Yeah, I'll just search this. This would be interesting to see. Uh, what's I going to say? Yeah, so it's nice to have a little break every now and then. I know that there was that long pause before, but it's one of those, especially in VR, you need a break. I mean, last time I did this, it was almost every single day, if not every single day, for a week when I had some time off work last time. Oh, excuse me. Um, and I will say it is probably a very good thing to kind of stop for a minute and just have a chill natter. Obviously, in this case, I'm including whoever tunes in, and obviously myself and the missus listening to me ramble like a insane person while she descends slowly into madness playing Baldur's Gate. Um, as that sigh would suggest is happening quicker than expected. Um, I take it this is not going well, love. One of the cats just breaking the tension by being adorable. Oh, and look at the other one. Oh, look at you. They sure know how to ease the tension in this house and to create it. They've created a fair bit as well. Little beans. Um, but no, I'm just floating that one out there. But no, the funny idea I had before, obviously not for this channel. It has nothing to do with games, very much at all. I would like to try and find digital versions of certain games. I know that there's obviously a digital version of like Uno that a lot of people play. Um, but I want to see if I can find digital versions of like different board games and stuff. I know it's not everybody's thing. I know it's definitely not everybody's thing. But there's a few board games that I personally really enjoy playing. It sounds like a boring thing to admit, and to those people I'd say politely, fuck you, with respect. Um, because again, it's one of those things for me. I've played quite a lot of board games. Um, well, I'd say quite a lot. I mean, like the same three or four board games in my childhood that I really did like. And again, it was one of those experiences that kind of stuck with me. Um, Especially, when you could get everybody together and just play, whether it be like a family night or like you and your mates when you're bored as shit and you don't know what to do. Um, but yeah, I'd like to find stuff like that because I think it would be a bit of an interesting thing to do, as well as something that would be fun Because don't get me wrong, I would happily set up a camera in a way that would record actual players, doing the whole actual board game stuff. But not everybody's comfortable being on camera. Not everybody is um, wants to have any sort of interaction, especially if it's streaming or especially if it's like recorded. It would probably be better off um, as a recorded thing as opposed to a stream because I know that OBS can do that. You don't have to stream. Um, you can record. My alarms. It's just vibrating coming from upstairs. But yeah, no. It does seem like um, an interesting idea to me, at least. I kind of enjoy the idea of doing that. Um, but it's I would say that it would be something that I would ask whether people would want to see, but obviously, again, I'm mainly doing this for me to chill out, but mainly because I mean, who's watching? If there is anybody watching, thumbs up or like or just put a comment. That'd be nice. But you don't have to do any of that shit. I don't care. Well, I mean, I do care. I'd like that you're entertained, but what I mean is, it's not. Uh, you know, I'm not that worried about my own personal gratification. Um, but yeah, it's mainly for me, and I think it would be interesting to see how that goes. Like, how would that transpire? Like, we've just had a quick look on the Xbox. Um, there are versions of Cluedo or Clue. If you're American, I don't think there'd be very many, if at all, any Americans watching that. Oh, we have a comment I have liked. Nice one, my friend Mr. Smith. Do you like the screens, by the way, the scene stuff? I've done some new custom ones. Well, a bit more custom than last time, but yeah, I do think it would be kind of interesting to find those and see what happens with that. To be fair, we'll see. I have no idea uh, what point was tuned in on from that one, but either way. So I don't know if you've seen the other ones, mate, but there is obviously the Ramble. I've got me Be Back Shown, and I've got me Technical Difficulties. I've seemed to have been having a lot of those today for some strange reason. Um, but hey ho, I mean, it is what it is. At least it didn't crash. I mean, yesterday when I went to do part two, one of my attempts on this was the game crashed and just flashed my living room to the internet. Obviously, that's now privated for obvious reasons. But yeah, no, that was that was quite the experience. Um, I've been floating an idea out there, and obviously, if you're still in the chat, if you're still watching, I would like some feedback. Because I know I've asked the missus about this before, I think, but it would be nice to hear other perspectives as well. Obviously, it would be a very different channel, a very different kind of experience. But I would like to maybe see about potentially doing some, like stories or reading or narration type stuff. Because I know that there's a lot of people that do that, and it might be a bit oversaturated. But I do get people tell me all the time that I probably should be narrating certain things or doing something like that every now and then. But it's just about, finding out what works, isn't it? Because different people enjoy different things, and it's one of those. But I have hopefully sorted what I was trying to sort, so I can get back off me ramble and get into some more dungeon crawling, people shanking shenanigans for the time being. With any luck, what's that one? I've not done one of these in a while. I've done the green ones, I've done them, but there's not been one of the blue ones in a while. Plus, it's only a two skull difficulty. Let's try the two skulls. But with any luck, we'll get through this one and see what happens between now and food, and then you know figure out the rest as we go. But as I said before, we may do another boss fight today. Um, big stone motherfucker. Um, let me see. I would apologise for the swearage, but one, everyone that would be watching these also swears like a sailor, and they're said far worse. But also, um, I mean, it's the reason I pressed that this is not for kids. It's the reason I've checked that box when I started the stream. Why is that vibrating? Motherfucker. I have no idea. Anyway, there's no one up here by the looks. That sounds louder than it is on that, because I can hear the noise from like the game audio coming from my laptop. Um, by the sounds, it's not actually audible, like it's not echoing. Like when I jump like this, or well, maybe if it made it. It's not going to do it now, is it? Right. It's like there's a quick, it's like a, like that second one. The second one's not audible from what I can hear, at least when I've listened back. But it is kind of weird hearing it. Oh, you're there. It might give me a good opportunity actually to show some things because the sacks. Ah, don't bloody come here. Don't know why I went to stab her. She's dead, but but yeah, no. The sacks. Obviously, this one is a lot shorter and it's very rusty. For some reason, the controls vibrate a lot. This thing is kind of fun to use. It is literally just an antler, but it is fun to smack people with. Hearing that pop up twice, we'll never get old. But so again, maybe get to a boss fight, maybe do some business with that at some point later. But yeah, it should be all well and good, all good and well and good. But yeah, I mean this is probably one of, if not the longest streams I've done so far. I'm not going to be insane trying to do like several hour, like several day-long streams or anything like that. I cannot afford to do that. Where the fuck's that chicken? I keep every time there's this layout with the stairs, I hear the chicken, but I can never. Oh, it might be up there. Might be up there, but I can never find the fucking chicken. Excuse me. Can you point me in the direction of Bell's Canyon? If you know, you know. Grab his head. His head. Yes, head. Oh shit. Technical difficulties. Like that. I'm gonna have to run that one back and see if that's salvageable. Um, but that kind of crash happened before. Um, I'm hoping the only thing that was really caught there was probably the chair. I was very quick with that one. Um, at least I'd like to think so. Um, but again, I will have to run that one back because it would be a shame if I had to private this whole fucking stream just because of that. Again, I mean, last time it happened fairly, um, early on, but it was one of those situations where it was kind of just a bit annoying, really. Turn that volume down so that it's not. Okay, I reckon that's salvageable. I mean, it's not like it's not like there's too much that was shown there. Um, so I reckon. I mean, if you're still in chat, mate, if you want to just double check that, I have checked. It doesn't look like it's too egregious. I personally think that's salvageable. Um, and with that we can continue with that. I've definitely seen a lot worse, and the one last time, um, that one was horrendous. I mean, it was definitely a bit of my messy chair, my messy setup and whatnot. But I really don't like anything kind of flashing up, um, anything like that, sort of appearing too much on the screen. It is a pain in the ass for me. Um, it might just be a case of, you know, this headset might need a bit more charge, or it could just be the internet connection. Again, there's been a few really weird, uh, excuse me, weird technical difficulties um, today. But if anything, it just gives me an excuse to use my new stuff. Just hope I don't do the same thing I did yesterday and rip bloody Ethernet cable out of the wall. Mm. So let's plug that in and see what happens. Um, I mean, there was a worse incident. Not just the VR thing, flashing the room, but there was an incident before where I was streaming. I think it was Battlefield, um, and my entire monitor, like my whole desktop, was just being streamed for like I want to say it was like 20, 30 minutes before I realized that I was still streaming. But yeah, hopefully that definitely looks salvageable to me, and I don't see a reason why I should have to private this or stop just yet. Obviously, if that happens again, I'm probably just going to stop it and come off. Um, because it's just, I really would prefer that it didn't fucking do that. I want to try and see. I'm going to do a bit of research when I come off, um, regarding whether I can um, turn that sort of camera view off. Um, and instead of seeing what I'm seeing, it because there is a virtual. What? So, cat's having a go now. Um, but there is a way of having it so that like the camera thing, instead of seeing what you see, it's like the virtual shit. But I don't know if that works, in that situation where the game crashes. I don't know if it'll just default to the camera view of everything. I'm not 100%. Fuck that. There's two arenas. Right, fuck it. We're going for another triple skull. Hopefully it doesn't bloody crash again because I'm facing the wrong fucking way for that. I always try and do what I did last time. I just cover it with my arm. Um, ah, oh, thank you. But yeah, let's hope it doesn't do that again. I know that was a very roundabout way of me saying that, but you know, is what it is. Okay, okay, okay. Bugger off. Ooh. Ooh. I've not seen that one before either. I like that. And I'm trying to make sure that I don't fucking rip this bloody wire out. I want to get through this one last dungeon at least before I turn this off. It looks like the boss fight probably isn't going to happen today, unfortunately. I mean, I've already had one. There was one earlier. Um, but by the looks, the second one is probably not in the cards for today, just simply because the headset it needs charging. I've hammered it a fair bit today, and even though I've like plugged it in for rests and stuff whilst I've been doing other shit, um, it is very much a case of bollocks. It is very much a case of I can't just keep hammering it. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Grabbing the shield and doing like making an attack like that. That kind of stuff I like doing. And when you can't do that in certain games, it annoys the absolute piss out of me. Um, I'd like to have a shield, but when Captain America throws his mighty shield, that that is so funny to me that it just bounces around. I'm like, what? What, buddy? Yeah, I really like the bronze weapons, I really do. But you don't see them enough in the shop. You really don't. And that really has my bloody goat. Again, I kind of hope that this doesn't fucking crash again. It was all because I tried to rip that dude's head off one. That was malicious. I know what I was doing wasn't much better. We also had an issue last time we were here. Um, I think it was in this stream actually, where the frames dropped massively. You you really just watched that happen, and well, I think I have good. I know I've got three swords, which should probably hang on a minute. As if that doesn't just stick. There we go. I'd like to get through this um, and get some stuff that we. Yeah, no. Any ideas I've floated in this, or any feedback things? I know my good friend Victor Smith is always there, doing his thing. Um, but any ideas that have been floated? Um, I'm not suggesting that you necessarily go back and watch the entire bloody video, but it would be. Yeah. There we go. It would be nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I oh oh here we go. Here we fucking go. We've got the bloody frame drop again. Oh yeah yeah. Do you know what else? I've had that on technical difficulties the whole fucking time. Um, I suppose that's a good thing, really, because if it did fucking crash, um, everyone's just sat there like, huh? Well, I'll say everyone. You know what I mean? Let's try a new seed because it seems to be certain seeds in this are really fucking just dog shit for these because it's never happened to me other than today. Today, I don't know whether it happened yesterday at all, but it's definitely today. Um, it's a pain in the ass. But it's one of those you can't exactly do very much about it. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? This time the scene has been changed to the actual bloody gameplay. All the times I'm looking around in like that gap that I mentioned before, the gap near my nose on the headset, looking. Oh, that's better. Look at that, more fluid. Um, all those times I'm looking around to see if any comments have come through, and I've not even fucking realised. That is ridiculous. That is insane. You know what else is insane? Me putting the stream back on to what it should be and just instantly hitting. Okay, okay, maybe we can talk about this. Um, there we go. Good talk. I expected that to go a little better, but I like this. This bronze weapons. Like I don't want to sound like a complete, I don't even know what the word would be. Wanker? I don't know. I don't want to sound like one of those guys, but I really just love the style of bronze weapons a lot. And a lot of it was obviously one of those situations where a lot of it was like for practicality, like a lot of bronze weapons had, I mean, it's not as pronounced here, but a lot of bronze weapons had like a ridge in the middle for structure, and then the blades obviously beveled down from that ridge. And in this case, it's like a solid, like full construction. Like I don't know why that looks like it's got a peen on it, but because that's all one solid piece by the looks. Unless it's there's a second piece here, with the pommel section is a second piece attached to that here. And a lot of these might have been cast and then worked later, so you'd have bronze that would be smelted, then you'd cast it into like a mold, and then you'd work it afterwards to get the final shape. There was a fair bit of that sort of thing, at least as far as I'm aware from stuff that I've read and seen. I'm not exactly a historian, but from what I understand, there was a lot of that in terms of the sword making because it's not the same as steel, but you'd have weapons like this, they would be very short because bronze bent. It was a soft metal. Um, so a lot of the design elements, some of it was practical, but the rest of it was purely just to be badass, really. The rest of it was just, what else can we do with this metal? What else can we do with these shapes? Like, how are we gonna sort this sort of thing? You really didn't see that? You just don't want any shape, do you? I also like that one. Me too. But you also see a lot of these like very triangular shapes in terms of like a thicker base, thinner tip. It was it wasn't as great for like the bend. Like if I were to like if this was real life, yeah, and I just took this first of all. Where's my bloody torch? Let's get that lit up because fuck walking around in the dark. If I was to just take this and go bang, that would have bent right there. But you can see the ridge on this one much better than the other one. There's a very thick round ridge that kind of lines this all the way down, and that would be for structure. But I do like bronze. It is nice. Even some of the more primitive sort of versions of it. Like look at that Mycenaean. That'd have been. I heard a cat. There is a cat behind me. But yeah, that would have been more like Greek sort of, ancient or classical Greece. Especially at Mycenae. Pardon me. You'd also see these kind of similar shields as well. But um, uh, pity. But yeah, it Oh, why am I stuck there? What the fuck is going on? Uh-oh. Let's see if they take. Oh, don't know if it'll do it, but see if they fire one off. Come here. See? Oh, that one didn't. That one didn't. Fuck you. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. There's fucking treasure there. Okay, battery is low. Ah, right. Uno momento. That's um, that one. Yep, that's that one. Right. Uh, we are back, kind of. Um, Sorry about that. There was a little bit of I'm not to say issue per se. I'll deal with that. Was there? Right. Okay. Let's see. This show on the road. Right. So food is here. It will be consumed shortly. Um, what have I managed to do with that bloody wire? I can feel it. Ah, there it is. Right. So I can just put that over my shoulder real quick. Right. Let's get to the end of this bloody dungeon. You thought. Um. Oh, yeah. Just double checking that everything's all. Yeah. I actually looked this time to check to see if I'd changed it. Nope. Fuck with an archer. Alright. Oh. What is it? What? What the? What the hell? Oh no. Pawns. As long as nobody spawns right here, I should be fine. Says that and somebody spawns right fucking next to me. What the? Okay, okay, right. Oh. I was just hearing the weapon noises. I'm thinking of your shit, man. Yeah. Right. That would have been nice for a decap right there. But instead, it's just fucking whatever that was. See, that would have. What the fuck? Right, Judas violence. Let's fuck. Thought that was gonna crush again then. Right. Beehive. Is this thing again? Right. I'm gonna see if this thing works well enough to just decap people. Because I was getting a few in a row. Like, I remember there was one point I was just decapping. That was. That's not. No, see, why? This makes no fucking sense. That's. No, this is the longer version. Fuck that. What a knife! What a knife! Why does it get all dirty like that? I mean, that's not the colour of blood, and I genuinely have no idea what that's meant to be. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Butter knife time. Wait. I'm save somebody with a butter knife. Not this fucking again. The treasure first.
Let's see how they handle my blade.
Oh, thought we're gonna crash again. That was just unnecessary. Right. God, it's this bit. Like I said last time, every time this bit happens. Go on, go on. Oh, okay, usually there's. I don't want to jinx myself, but there's usually more people there. Again, mostly naked individual. Why is it? Why is it always the women? Okie dokie. Then, okay. Back off. Actually getting treasure on this one, yay. Right. Orange. Like guys. Ah, we're at the end. Okie dokie. So we are pretty much finished now. This is the last one. This headset needs charging, and quite frankly, I've been on this a long time today. So, but yeah, unfortunately, no second boss fight, but it is what it is. Um, I'd like to be able to. I'd like to be able to, potentially at some stage set something up where I can just kind of not continuously, but definitely, like in stages, if I record these sessions instead of streaming them, that might help with a lot of the issues. Can just edit together and do that because I feel like I say, I'll do a bit of research anyway. See if I can set a few things up. Um, in terms of making sure certain things either don't happen or if they do happen, you can just quickly switch or do whatever. I'm just quickly going to head to the shop because we always need to check the shop and we've got to sell some shit anyway. But yeah, no. If I can sort that out, it would be much better to maybe record these. I feel like because obviously I've done this what twice now, 2 days in a row, and each time there have been some really strange, weird technical difficulties. I like to use that word if you can't tell, but there have been some strange, weird shit that's been happening. Um, Again, some of this stuff I have. Hello, good sir. Get that out of my face. But no, there's been some weird shit that's happened just with this, and I don't know exactly what the hell's going on with that. Again, it's the first time it's happened. It's the only time it's happened, as far as I know, um, since I've played this game. Um, with the Da Vinci Code right here. I made that joke before. But, yeah, anyway, don't roll. Stay there. Oh, can I grab my bloody shit, please? Thank you. Oh, I don't need so many crystals. I need that. I mean, I don't even know if you can. I've not tried because I don't want to accidentally do it. I know what I'm like. My collection of skulls. I did have them in my house, but they kept falling over and whatnot. So it's not worth it anymore, you know.
Thank you.
Oh, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got a couple nice things to potentially go back and buy some shit with. But if I just go back to my house, but yeah, no. I think going forward, yeah, recording these will probably be a lot better. I will obviously I won't be able to respond to any comments, but then again, there won't be any comments unless it's after the fact anyway. So it's not like so it'll just have to be me chatting absolute nonsense, putting on a show for you in some sense, trying to be somewhat entertaining. Um, we'll see. But yeah, right then. So since we are back home, I'm going to put that one on while I close this out. Come on, wait. Right, push the. And we're gonna get this off. There we go. So, with that now off and done and dusted, that was the last dungeon for today. No idea if I'll do this again tomorrow at all. Um, Again, it might be best recording it because, as I found out today, just from this experience, the difficulties alone of you know making sure that it doesn't crash on me and I start flashing my bloody living room everywhere, or even just the simple frame drop thing and having to restart and do all that crap. It would be much easier for me, at least, if I could just record that, get that out of the way. I might still try and stream, especially this, if it's something that is kind of fun to do to watch especially for me, like I said earlier. Oh, hey ho, we'll figure that out later. So I will bid you I'll bid whoever, whenever, wherever, a nice farewell for now, and I shall see you in the next one.